update for the Portland metro area with data for the week ending April 7th. Brace yourselves, Portland. Mortgage rates are rising again. Is buyer excitement fizzling out, or are we going to watch another wave of market resilience? Join me as we crunch the latest numbers and identify the trend that is shaping the Portland metro real estate market. Let's take a look. This week we saw some strong homeowner equity numbers. The average sales price increased by 6% from the previous week, and we are 5.2% higher than last year at this time. As I've said, it's normal to see prices accelerating this time of year, but this feels atypically strong, so I expect to see some moderation. Now keep in mind that this figures what was going on in our market 4 to 6 weeks ago when buyers and sellers first agreed to these purchase contracts. When it comes to buyer demand, the number of purchase agreements signed by buyers and sellers fell 5% this week compared to last week. That's the second decline we've had in 2 weeks at a time when demand should be growing. Even with the decline though, we still outpaced last year's, but only by about 3%. If you've been following these updates, you will recall that I was concerned about the low number of lockbox opens, which is one of our best indicators of high intent buyers out with their agents looking at real estate. Well, it appears that the dam has finally burst, with 33% more opens than the previous week. That's on the Oregon side of the border. We saw more lockboxes open in Oregon and Washington than we did last year at this time. That being said, I would like to see a few more weeks of strong numbers before I put my concerns to rest. The number of new homes on the for sale market increased by 74% from the previous week. However, we expected a larger number this week for a variety of reasons. First, we had a very low number of new listings hit the market during the Easter week, and this is a bit of a rebound from that. The second explanation is simply the time of year. We typically see an increase in the number of homes hitting the market during the spring buying and selling season. So I believe we will see some serious moderation in that number over the next. Now, onto the big news. The chaotic land of mortgage rate. This week we saw the 30-year fix rise to a high of 6.75%, best case, with most lenders above that 7% mark right now. This looks like fallout from a really strong March jobs report and some hotter than expected inflation data also for March. The Fed's just scared. This pushed the 10-year Treasury yield, one of the best indicators of future mortgage rate, to its highest level since last October. I'm extremely curious to see what sort of effect this will have on our market, and if we experience a big decrease in next week's buyer demand numbers as a result. And with that, you've reached the end of the update. If you're buying, selling, or just curious about the market, click the subscribe button if you're watching this on YouTube, or send me an email at lauren@pdxhomesforsale.com, or give us a call at 503-683-1885. Remember, all real estate is local, so what's happening in your particular neighborhood may be a little different than this. I'd love to give you the details. Thanks, and see you next week.